Okay, we're live. passing through. You gotta come on up to the house. There's nothing in the world that you can do. You better come on up to the house. You've been whipped by the forces that are inside you. You gotta come on up to the house. Well, you're high on your mountain, top of your mountain of woe. You gotta come on up to the house. Well, you know you should surrender, but you can't let go. You gotta come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. You gotta come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. So why don't you come on up to the house? Hey, hi everybody, Linda McRae here. Thank you so much for tuning in to this, our final episode of Coming Up to the House. I've had such a wonderful time hosting these shows. We've had some wonderful guests, just some incredible people, and I've learned a lot doing this. Tonight we have a special treat for you. Back in October, I was invited to join the songwriting group that happens every Monday night in New York City. And because of COVID, they actually had been meeting online. They usually meet at one person's house every Monday night, and everyone shares a brand new song that they had written that day, or not that day, sometimes that day, but mostly that week. And it's just been an incredible experience for me. I've learned so much from all these people, and I've got about, 5 different people here that we're going to have, I'm going to be featuring on the show tonight. I'm really happy to have them here. I'm just going to introduce you all to everyone. We've lost someone, Mia just disappeared. But anyway, there's Steph Durwin. Hi, Steph. Thank you for coming.
Hello.
Anna Mae Wool we have. Hi, Anna Mae. Them lovely and talented Mr. Derek O'Connor. Hi, Derek. And Mark Aaron James and
Hello.
Mya Byrne will be here in a minute. I think something probably just happened with her internet. Sometimes that happens. You just never know what's going to happen in these shows. But yeah, it's been an incredible experience, and I'm so happy to have met you all. We've not really met in person yet, and I hope that happens at some point. I know some of you have met actually in person, but I think Mark is actually doing a show the second Wednesday of
Second
the
Wednesday of
month.
every month, and in fact, all of us have met each other now, except for you.
Yeah. Oh, wow, wow. Well, I hope I can come out and do that one of these days. Oh, and there's Paul Sachs. Hi, Paul. Paul's one of the folks in the group too. I'd like to do another one of these because there's so many great, talented writers in that Monday night songwriting exchange. And Paul is definitely one of them. So I may have to kind of come out of the mothballs and do another one at some point here. But I just wanted to say hi, couple little shout outs to a couple of people here. We have some people from the Halliburton Folk Club in Halliburton, Ontario. Hi, Donna Marie and Mom. Thanks for coming out today. And Skip Muller says hi to Mark Aaron James. Great to be here. And Kelly Kessler. Hey, Kelly. Kelly has been part of the songwriting group. And Kelly and I have been doing a lot of writing, but unfortunately, she's had to bail for a bit because she's really steeped in school right now. So yeah, she's back in Tennessee, which I'm very happy. She came over for dinner on Sunday afternoon, so that was really fun. That was nice to get some time with her. My good friend Evangeline Elston, who's my agent, and she's watching, and I want to thank Evangeline very much for her help. She shares this feed with about I don't know, something like 100 different groups or something. So I really appreciate that. And there is Mia. Hi, Mia. Yeah, I guess something
Hello.
happened there with the internet. Mya Byrne. Mia's had spent a lot of time in New York, and you've been a world traveler as of late. You were just in Boston for a few days and then came out to Nashville to do a recording. And we were lucky enough to, get some time together, and we ended up writing a song last week. So that was really fun. I actually wanted to, Mia, would you mind just kind of talking a little bit about the Jack Hardy Songwriter Exchange and how that all kind of got started, and a little bit about Jack and all that?
Sure, I'll try to fill in where I can. Is there anything
Yeah,
particular
thank
you
you.
want to know? Oh, just how it
Oh,
got.
just kind of, how it got started. And I think a lot of people aren't familiar with, the
Sure.
actual group and
Okay,
all
I'll,
that.
I'll
So,
do the I'll do the elevator pitch here. So Jack Hardy was a good friend of and mentor to many songwriters, some of whom are here today. And uh, in 1978, I believe he started the Songwriters Exchange at the Cornelia Street Cafe in Greenwich Village, mainly because, and I only found this out after he died, uh, he had dyslexia and had a real
what?
problem getting. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
He had dyslexia and sometimes had trouble getting stuff just done. And so he started this accountability group for songwriting in the late 70s, and it just became his thing. And he realized it was sort of paying off in dividends. And it went into this whole exploration he did of bardic cultures and all of this work he had done to try to make himself be a better artist. And the whole point is that you show up every single Monday night, you write a song. It doesn't have to be a full song, it doesn't have to be complete, you just do it. And it if you write 52 songs a year, a few of them are going to be good, maybe. And so part of that too is being social. And so when Jack was alive, it was at his place in Greenwich Village, and he would make a big pot of pasta and salad, and we would all sit around and drink wine or juice or soda and argue about stuff and be pals, and you know
Right.
and do all of these ridiculous things. And Jack passed away 10 years ago, and we kept it going, and it's continued to grow and evolve into a kind of a different thing. It's still every single Monday, and we're still all good friends, most of us anyway. And I'm looking at you, Aaron James, and especially in this time, in lockdown time, what's been wonderful is that we've been able to bring in people like you, Linda, and Derek, and other folks who were not part of the in-person group. And I live in San Francisco right now. I haven't lived in New York for a few years, but it's been wonderful for me. I mean, there's nothing wonderful about the pandemic, but if I'm going to
No.
crumbs and silver linings, we've kept each other going in a really strong way. And I've never felt so connected to songwriting or my songwriting process. And I wouldn't trade that for what
Yeah.
we've all been through and what's the grief
Oh,
so
yeah.
many people feel. But I think
Hmm.
the concept of making an art during a pandemic is one that is not unfamiliar to all of us, especially those of us who are queer and those of us who have lived in New York City for a very long time. We've seen a lot of that. And I am so proud to be part of this. And I just want to also note that Jack did not call it the Jack Hardy Songwriters Exchange when he was alive. He would all be
Right,
very
I'm
mad with
sure.
us. I think he'd be very mad at us all for using his name, because he never it was never his thing. He's like, the group is his
Right.
own thing, and he never wanted to
Wow.
build a cult of personality around him. And so,
Right.
but after he died, we're like, we're going to call it the Jack Hardy Songwriters Exchange. So that's the way that went down.
Well, I'm just so grateful to have been a part of this, to be a part of this group, and I really hope that when everyone, when things do get back to normal and y'all start meeting in person, that I can still, can still do this. So,
We'll consider it.
yeah, I've put it up for consideration. I've just learned so much, and it has been a really great catalyst, for songwriting for sure. I've really learned a lot from everyone. Everyone has such great commentary. So, I'm going to start things off. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm graciously accepting donations on behalf of everyone here today. I have, will accept, you can pay donation through PayPal. There's my PayPal information, or Venmo. The information is also in the description in the top of the each of the feeds. We're going live on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter as well. So my PayPal is just paypal.me/LMcRae42, or Venmo is Linda-McRae-12, and I'll be splitting all the tips with everyone. So we very much appreciate that. So thank you for anything you're able to donate. And also, I just wanted to mention, please feel free to post in the chat. We'll put some of your posts up in the chat. You can't hear me? You can hear me, right? Oh, good. Okay, good. Yeah. So anyway, I am gonna start things off here with a song that this is actually a song that I wrote with my friend Daryl Dasher. I've been doing a lot of co-writing lately, and it's been a really, really great thing. It's actually just kind of started in the last year since the pandemic. I'm going to play a song for you. That was the first song that I wrote, when everything shut down. I was in the middle of a tour on the west coast of Canada and the US, and the last few shows got canceled. So, having a weekly appointment, I actually had a weekly appointment with two different writers. Kelly actually and I wrote every Monday. Daryl and I were a little bit more sporadic, but he's recorded this song. He's got a brand new record out. His name is Daryl Wayne Dasher, and this is called Beyond the Great Pause. Actually, we just wrote this too right after John Prine passed away, so there's a little bit of a tip of the hat to him too. Hank's in it for the long haul. Sorry, I forgot to solo myself here. There's so many things to think about. Hank's in it for the long haul. Marie's on the till. They're all on the front lines of their own free will. Medics on call. Cops on the beat. No music on Broadway. No people in the streets. They're feeding us gruel and yesterday's news. Hour after hour, it's nothing but the blues. The clampdown's begun, we're all hiding away. Even chocolate Jesus has nothing to say. There's a change coming and it's gonna be swift. Take that wake up call or it's the graveyard shift. There's gonna be loss, but it's not without cause. We can choose what lies beyond the great pause. Will we shoot out the stars or rise to the call? The four laws of nature apply to us all. The falling of the apple, the earth's pull on the moon. Hold on to your dreams, they still can come true. There's a change a-comin' and it's gonna be swift. Take that wake-up call or it's the graveyard shift. There's gonna be loss, but it's not without cause. We can choose what lies beyond the great pause. Believe in each other for all that it's worth. In spite of ourselves, there's still heaven on earth. Angel from Montgomery takes his first flight. Now there's a bright new star in the sky tonight. There's a big change coming and it's gonna be swift. Take that wake-up call or it's the graveyard shift. There's gonna be loss, but it's not without cause. We can choose what lies beyond the great pause. May we all move forward and no more of us get lost. May we find a better way beyond the great pause.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
I think we lost Linda. that's the host is left. Okay, we're running this. We've taken it over.
Well, I guess that's
She ended her solo screen thing, and I think kicked herself off.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, this is where we all learn to dance.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I was going, who's missing? And it was me. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I am going to just see if I can
We were taking over.
Yeah. I'm going to try and do a little switcheroo here. There we go. I'm going to try and put us in order of appearance here.
It's a gorgeous
It's
song.
like a Hollywood Squares opening.
Yeah, it kind of is. Thanks, Anime. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to put we got a special order worked out, and I wanted to just kind of get everybody in the order there. And oh wow, we got a bunch of comments here. Oh, that's nice. Lots of nice comments. Hey, Derek, thank you. Fantastic song, Derek says.
Right.
So anyway, yeah. So how about would you like to grace us with a tune there, Mark?
Absolutely. This is the only song I've planned because we talked about what we were going to play first. I knew you were going to do your first COVID song, so I figured I should do something happy and fun. And then after this, I'll just be flying by the seat of my pants too. But this is one of the songs I wrote for the group, and I enjoy playing, and I hope you dig it. I should be going, not wasting time. Getting involved is not a trait of mine. It's best to finish before we're through. Sometimes the right thing ain't the right thing to do. If I'm wrong, let's get to it. I long for a good mistake. It's a song. Let's sing through it off key. Make bad decisions with me. Make bad decisions with me. You you should be hiding, I shouldn't seek. I'm speaking now so I can hold my peace. It's not a mystery, this ain't a clue. Sometimes the right thing's not the right thing to do. So we're together, caught in this mess, as if returns could still diminish less. It might get worse if I wasn't with you. Sometimes the right thing's not the right thing to do. If I'm wrong, let's get to it. I long for a good mistake, it's a song. Let's sing through it off key. Make bad decisions with me. Make bad decisions with me. No, I don't want to jinx it. I know it's the perfect crime, and so I pretend I'm just killing time. I think I mentioned it's a mistake. There's not a chance, and that's a chance I'll take. Someone else somewhere has themselves in my shoe. Sometimes the right thing's not the right thing to do. If I'm wrong, let's get to it. I long for a big mistake, it's a song. Let's sing through it off key. Make bad decisions with me. If I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, make bad decisions with me. And the crowd goes wild.
Yay! Yay! I love that one.
Oh, it's a happy little number about doing the wrong thing. Linda, you're the only one we can't hear now.
That's yeah. There's so many things to do here. I gotta remember to unmute myself. And anyway, so yeah, let's bring up Mya now. Mya Byrne.
Okay.
Oh, you need to unmute yourself there.
Linda, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, great. Cool. Hi, everyone. It's so good to be here. I'm really proud to be part of today's event, and I'm just totally... This is the last show, I guess, of my technical being out on the road. I've been away from... I'm sorry, let me turn my mic down. I've been away from the West Coast for the past 3 months, and I've been in LA with my guitar students family, and just getting ready to go back to SF. And so here's a song about here's just a song about how I'm feeling. One of the first songs I wrote during the pandemic. Well, I mean it's still going on, but during the lockdown. I've been thinking about lifelines. I've been thinking about friends of mine. Thinking about sunshine beating down. Reminiscing on the old days. Adjusting to the new ways. Thinking about heartaches coming around. I've been thinking about the lion. I've been thinking about dying. Redemption. All its shapes, thinking about my lovers, everything I've discovered. When I look to the sky, when I pray. But if you don't want to prove it, better keep it moving. There's so much to take on a leap of faith. I've been thinking about the sunshine coming high on the horizon.
even in bad times, it don't fade. Some will sit in their seclusion, some will say it's an illusion to take what you need to survive some more. But if your heart is in the right place, it don't matter in the first place where you come from, where you are. But if you don't want to go there, you're stuck inside the stairwell. It's alright to be scared, as long as you ain't afraid. I've been thinking of the sunshine coming high on the horizon, even in bad times, it don't fade. Well, I heard there was a tailor, she sewed 'cause words failed her, and in between the stitches she found her star coming through a window. What a funny thing to find though, when you look up and you see so far. But if you don't want to go there, feel like you're beyond repair, like a rusted gutter in the pouring rain. Try to think about the sunshine, even in a bad time, even when you fall behind, don't fade. Try to think about the sunshine coming high on the horizon, even in a bad time, it don't fade. It don't fade.
My They're all very sweet.
So fantastic. We're getting some really nice comments here too. Skip Muller says, great song, Mark Aaron James. And he also said he really liked mine too, so that's really nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's great. Lots of people. Evangeline Elston. Great performance, Mia.
Thank you, Skip.
So that's awesome. And I just wanted to mention as well, again, we're accepting donations through PayPal, PayPal me/LMcRae42, or Venmo is Linda-McRae-12. So yeah, next on the bill here we have wonderful Ina May Wool. Ina May is in the middle of recording a brand new record. And I can't wait to hear it. You can actually pre-order it through her website, which is InaMayWool.com, I believe. And yeah, so please welcome Ina May Wool.
Hi. It is so great to be here. Yeah, I started working on that record about a half year before we all got locked down, and I had a lot of songs because I've been coming to the songwriters group every week for quite a while. I had about 70 songs, and I started sorting through them. Actually at the meeting, one of our friends, Steve Shalklin, told somebody that they should rewrite the ending of their song, and that struck me as a title. So this is the song that grew out of that. The beginning of my book is over and done. Much too late for me to die young. Not much I can do about chapter 1. I'm gonna rewrite the ending. After blue, chapter 2, chapter 3's pretty tame, but I'm adding an index. I'm taking names. I've done lots of research. I'm not ashamed. I'm gonna rewrite the ending. Chapter 4 is surprising. Chapter 5's a hot mess. Chapter numbers keep rising. How high they go is anyone's guess. story a little more every day. I never thought that I would have so much to say. Well, it's a new life story for an old line of May. Hey, hey, I'm gonna rewrite the ending. Gonna come to a grand conclusion. Give that plot a twist. After all my confusion, well, I might just be getting the gist. I keep writing my story a little more every day. Whoever thought that I would have so much to say? Well, it's a new life story for an old dynamite. Hey, hey, I'm gonna rewrite the ending. Hey, boys, watch me, watch me. I'm gonna rewrite the ending. That's what I'm doing right now. You see, that's what I'm doing, yeah. Hey, girls, let's go. Let's do this thing. I'm gonna rewrite the ending. Rewrite the ending. Rewrite the ending. Oh, oh, oh. Rewrite the ending. Whoa, yeah.
Yay.
Oh my God, I love that song too. That is such a great song. And actually, it's funny. There's a lot of blues influence in that. Hey, it's really cool. And during the Jack Hardy thing, we're not really supposed to mention who things remind us of, but that reminds me of Little Feat for some reason. I don't know why. I'm a huge Little Feat fan. I just love Little Feat. And that there's something in that song that just kind of reminds me of that somehow. But anyway, thank you so much for that. That was a lovely, lovely song. We have some more really cool comments here, but I'll read off a few more in a little bit. So
If you ever tour anime, you should write a little piece about each little theater you in and rewrite the ending of it.
I'm sorry, I should read it.
Touring, you should do that. Whenever you do that song, you should do a little improv piece about whatever city you're in, rewriting the ending.
Oh,
that's a really good idea. That's
okay.
a great idea.
Mark's
Cool.
full of them. He's got a lot of good ideas.
Oh yeah, no kidding, no kidding, no kidding. Awesome. Okay, well next we have Steph Durwin. Thanks for being here, Steph.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Thank you.
Hey.
My dog is hanging out too, and sometimes he likes to sing along. So if I'm interrupted by barks and howls, that's why. But yeah, I wrote this song. Kind of like sticking with the theme of what everyone has been kind of doing. I wrote this song like shortly after John Prine died. And so in 2020. What a year. Okay. Their picture on the nightside table, the smell of cornbread, a quilt upon the bed that reads, "Home is where your family is." Lilac face, baby's breath, flowers from their cherry tree, wilted on the mantle. She held her head in disbelief, 'cause sitting near the door, like everything was normal. His boots, his coat fresh worn, his blue umbrella still wet from last night's storm. Address book, got bad news. Are you sitting down? Arrangements, locations, processions, light refreshments, and sitting near the door, like everything was normal. Two pairs of boots, one scuffed, his blue umbrella dry and folded up. Night sky, headlights, soft wind, you have arrived. The heavy wooden door basically shut itself. She sat down on the couch, looked back to make sure it was locked, and sitting near the door, like nothing was normal. A spotless foyer, his blue umbrella away in a closet. Something that feels so funny is that I'm expecting now for like critique, so I'm just like, okay, lay it on me.
I know what you mean.
My friend, it's a really, really good song.
That's so true. It's so funny. And Mia actually posted in the chat here. There's actually three. You said your song was had to do with John Prine.
Yeah, that was definitely that was my song that I wrote the week after John Prine died.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's so weird. I didn't even think about it until right now. So
My goodness. Wow. Well, that was a great song, Steph. Thanks for playing that. And next we have Derek O'Connor, and you're part of a band. I know. Where did you go? There you are. What's it called? Hillbilly Troop?
The Hillbilly Troop from
Yeah.
Hull, England, started by Lloyd Dobbs, Big Mick McGarry, Little Mick, Swifty Dev, Big Arms, Sandy, and Tom.
I really hope I get a chance to see that. It's I mean, the pictures are just hilarious. It looks like it'd be really, really great. So
They're a fantastic group of musicians, really talented and just pretty wild to hang out with. So I've written a few songs for them. One I might do if there's time, which is called Last Train from Yugoslavia.
wow.
It's a true story of Mick's. But I have a John Prine song, but I'm not going to play it.
Okay, well, please welcome Derek O'Connor.
Thanks, Linda. Thanks, everyone. I'm pretty new to the Jack Hardy group, and it's been incredible for me. So I was writing some songs around the city I grew up in, Hull, one of which was about a trawler ship that sank called the St. Finbar. And there's a friend of mine wrote a book, Brian Lavery book, called The Luckiest 13. And I was really intrigued by writing about the guys who didn't survive. And I was doing this sing around, and it turns out that one of the brothers of one of the guys who died on the ship was on the sing around, and so we became friends. And he wrote to me his story of his brother Kenny Pullen, who died on the ship.
So he wrote this letter to me, and basically I wrote the song around his letter, so it's kind of a co-write. So this is for Mally and Barbara Pullen. The ship sank on Christmas Day 1966, but it's about Kenny, and it's called Our Ken. I can still see the man from the mission, knocking on our door early Boxing Day. And I can still hear my mom. My mom was crying, she's taken our son away. He was a galley boy at 15, washed overboard but somehow saved. The sea was not ready for to take him, and threw him back home another way. He loved a drink and he loved the women. He stacked all his loose change by his bedside. Now every coin weighs like an anchor. We weigh the cost upon the time. We call out wherever he roams, with a wish on every wave to bring you home. And I can still see the man from the mission, knocking on our door early Boxing Day. And I can still hear my mother cry, she's taken our brother away. Despair and fishing off Newfoundland, to the songs of Brenda Lee. A fireball explosion Christmas morning, it was the quiet tragedy. She neatly saves the newspaper clippings. It kept him close, was her belief. All the articles in heartfelt condolence, and no one can know a mother's grief. She calls out wherever he roams, and a wish on every wave to bring him home. And I can still see the man from the mission, knocking on our door early Boxing Day. And I can still hear my mom when mom was crying, she's taken our Ken away. She is taken our Ken away. She is taken our Ken away.
Woohoo!
Yes. Oh my goodness. Such an incredible song.
Thanks, Linda.
Oh wow.
You should really just stop now because you're not very good. You're not good at this at all.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, my friend Kelly Kessler is watching, and Kelly and I wrote some 40 songs or something in this last pandemic, and it's just been so much fun. Our good friend Jay Linden says, "Beautiful song, Derek." Yeah. Oh, and Sandy Moster says, "Great round, everyone. Thank you." We're getting lots of wonderful hearts and things too on the Facebook page. But this is a kind of a fun song that Kelly and I wrote together, and this is one of the things that I love about writing with Kelly and writing with other people is they just come up with ideas that you would never think of. And she came up with the title for this, and we ended up writing this kind of funny little song. So it goes like this. I'm going to send this out to my mom, too. Mom and her husband Ray are watching from Victoria. Hi, Mom. Fiery sauce, that ain't that fiery. Groceries bought. Wait, shoot, I forgot to do it again. Damn, anyway, I'll start that again. Fiery sauce, that ain't that fiery. Groceries bought way past expiry. Perennials that won't perenny. What in the hell do I do with 1 penny? Bulbs burned out in a month or less. Chewed up pencil with a broken lead. Skinny leg jeans that start to sag. 3 little chips when you open the bag. All vine, no tater. All steak house, no waiter. All high fine, no platter. What in the hell could be the matter? All vine, all vine, all vine, all vine, no tater. Drippy lid on my takeout coffee. This is one expensive hobby. Lumber chute torn inside out. A pint of dark beer that ain't that stout. How we gonna see another folk revival when there's instant fame on American Idol? Next year there'll be last year's model. Poor little wine cork stuck in the bottle. All vine, no tater. All steak house, no waiter. All high fine, no platter. What in the hell could be the matter? All vine, all vine, all vine, no tater. All Phil, no Don. All Paul, no John. All Garfunkel, no Simon. All vine, no tater. All steak house, no waiter. All high fine, no platter. What in the hell could be the matter? All vine, all vine, all vine, no tater. All vine, no tater.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Didn't you bring that into the meeting like 2 weeks ago?
It was actually a while back. I think it was
It
back
was.
in November or something like
Really?
that.
Yeah, my brain doesn't work anymore. Yeah, good
What's
work.
that?
It's grown up now.
That's right.
Oh,
Thanks.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's just, I mean, some of the commentary on the, the different songs that I've been writing during this period with, the comments have just really made such a huge difference in the songs, and I can't thank you guys enough. It's so much fun. Oh my God, Sherry Ulrich. Hi, Sherry. That's great. Thanks. She says that's really good. Cool. That's great. Nice
We're very
to see
good at
you
what
here.
we do with that.
Say that
You're the
again?
perfect person to follow it around. You did serious first, so I could do something lighthearted, and now you did something lighthearted, so I can do something serious. In Nashville, I got a reputation for being like the novelty writer, but that's because I would run rounds and everybody wanted to write ballads. So
Yeah, Yeah, that's the thing. It's interesting doing these rounds because, you know, depending on what comes before you, if you get like five really sad songs in a row, you know, you don't want people to be slitting their wrists out there, you know, sort of thing. So,
I think
so anyway,
I'll
yeah.
do it for.
So,
I'll stay on theme though. I'll stay on COVID co-writing because I've been writing
alrighty.
with Chris Rutten, and I like co-writing with piano players because they inevitably write things that you just wouldn't do on a
Oh,
guitar.
yeah, no
Lots of
kidding.
alternative chord voicings and stuff because it's all laid out.
Right,
So,
right.
so this is
Great.
from.
Well, here's Mark.
Here you go. There. There weren't fireworks, but there were stars in the sky. What is a feeling? It's just a guess passing by. The first time I made paper airplanes, they all hit the ground. I stand on this mountain of paper with this new thing I found. Don't let me go just yet, I think we're starting to float. Don't let me go just yet. Remember that roller coaster when you were just 10? It wasn't a question of if, it was a matter of when. The first couple turns, it was just like a merry-go-round. You don't see it coming, but we're gonna go upside down. Don't let me go just yet, I think we're starting to float. Don't let me go just yet. You think I'm making excuses that you can see through. Keep in mind someone hurt me, and I'm figuring out I can't blame that on you. Don't let me go just yet. Don't let me go just yet. Don't let me go just yet. I think we're starting to float. I think I'm starting to know you. Don't let me go just yet. Don't let me go just yet. Don't let me go just yet. Short.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. That's
That
great.
song altered its format because of the group suggestions. I used to be so against changing things once I'd finished it until this group too. It really opened me up to being, you know, the audience hears it this way. Maybe I should consider that.
It's always it's always such a great thing to, you know, hear what that's the thing that I love about art and songwriting is that, you know, you can have one song and 3, 4, 5 different people will listen to it and get a completely different meaning out of it, which I really love that about songwriting. It's really great, and it's always a really good thing to be open to other people's suggestions for sure. You know, I think sometimes we can be a little precious about it, you know,
Or just up in our own heads. Sometimes you're so
totally,
out to what you
totally,
meant.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, the song that I brought to the group on Monday night, I actually have had that sitting around for quite a long time, and Ina May really actually helped me with one of her comments. I really appreciate it because it really hit home. So, and that's happened in so many of the songs. It's just such a wonderful thing. So,
Well, that's the other great thing about us doing it every Monday is a lot of stuff that I have lying around. I'm like, you know, it's a great idea. I'll get to it. And I would have never gotten to it if I didn't have to have a song written.
yeah, exactly, for sure. Great. So, Mya, how are you doing there?
I'm doing good. I was actually trying to look up the origins of this song that I'm going to play because it's I felt like I brought it to the exchange, but I don't think I did. but I think I worked it out. It has something to do with the Songwriters Exchange, because I actually started writing this song. I started writing this song, I think, while I was in New York, or right after, or maybe even on my way home to San Francisco, and this was right when I sort of reconnected with Mark Aaron James. The same week, in fact. I was in New York with our friend Beverly Grant, bevgrant.com, and staying with her when the California wildfires got really, really bad in 2018. And yeah, it was just a frightening, weird, crazy time. And I had to wind up staying almost an extra 2 weeks in New York City, which was strange and weird. And I got to spend a lot of time at the Exchange while I was there, which is, like I've said, the Exchange is pretty much my rock in terms of my artistic process. So even when I'm in other parts of the country, I'm always calling folks from the Exchange or coming back to it. But so, yeah, apparently I wrote this song in the first. I started working on this song like in late November 2018 in New York City, and I finished it in California after I got back, and I couldn't go outside. Haze on the horizon makes the sky go dark, even in the middle of the day. Choking out the birds that live along the rivers, even houses by the ocean aren't safe. No amount of money's gonna let you keep your home. Fires pushing lives out of the way. The lucky ones escape by the skin of their clothes. Many others didn't even have time to pray. Smoke and bones, smoke and bones, smoke and bones, smoke and bones. Spark goes into tinder and the forest burns to blame. No one seems to know who's in control. The drought becomes a powder keg bursting into flame. California's ready to explode. Smoke and bones, smoke and bones, smoke and bones, smoke and bones. Plastic, rubber, diesel oil droplets in the air. 100 miles south, it hurts to breathe. Orange tinted smog hides the city from the bay. Weather's holding pressure, no relief. 20,000 people huddling in tents. Night falls in a Walmart parking lot. 20,000 people without a home to go, giving thanks for anything they still got. Smoke and bones, 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 smoke and bones.
Yes.
Wow. What a killer song. Oh my God, I love that.
Someone
you.
suggested it should be Led Zeppelin. I could totally hear that.
Yeah, I'll
for
send you the
sure.
rough. I just got the rough back. As Linda mentioned, I've been in the studio in Nashville cutting a new record with my friend Aaron Lee Tajan, and my first solo record in a while. I just remembered while I was singing that something else about the exchange. Jack would always say, the word bone has 3 syllables. Find them.
That's really cool.
And I was thinking about that when I was in the studio cutting it. And I was like trying to figure out how to sing it. And I was like, oh, wait a second. There's this thing that Jack used to sing. So,
Well, Robert Plant's been hanging out in Nashville a lot. Maybe you can find him.
Yeah.
I've got 3 syllables buried in the garden.
there you go. three syllables in the fountain.
That's really great. Skip Muller actually said something really nice. He said, your collaboration is so powerful. You're also diversely talented and interesting. Impressive how you've turned COVID silver lining into such, the COVID silver lining into such great remote support and encouragement.
You're so nice.
Skip went to high school with me and is a music supporter. He's
wonderful.
Other house shows for me and stuff. So he knows what he's talking about.
That's really great. That's great. It's nice to meet you, Skip.
Former
Thanks
military in
tuning in.
DC. If you're ever playing in DC, reach out to Skip.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I'm just going to show the little information here for the donations. We're accepting donations through paypal.me/LMcRae42 or Venmo is Linda/McRae/12. Anything you're able to donate, we're very appreciative of, and we'll be splitting it amongst all the artists tonight. So thank you so much. It's been.
I wanted to edit something I said. I said that Skip went to high school with me, and earlier he called himself an old sailor. So I take it back. He did not go to high school with me.
Okay. So next we have Ina Mae Wool. I'm just going to find here. Here we are.
Well, I was going to do another song, but I'm feeling the love. So I'm going to do this one. I was actually the Zoom pioneer for our group because about 2.5 years ago, I got hit by an SUV on my way to a gig and wound up in the hospital and then in rehab for quite a while. So Catherine rigged it up so that I could join the meeting. They put the computer on a chair or on the piano, and I was there. So that's what we were doing before lockdown. Anyway, Jack actually helped me write this song a long time ago. Got very lucky when I found you. It was drab here in Meadville. I was playing around on all the wrong teams in every farm town. I was farmed out. Hey, look at me now. Got very lucky when I found you. I had beans in my pocket. You came around, beans jump to the ground, roots go down, shoots go up, and I climb that beanstalk. I got lucky. Got very lucky when I found you. I was yelling into the wind, had stones in my mouth, compare, contrast. Here I am at last, whispering into your ear. Oh, 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 I got very lucky you. $20 bill on the road, lucky, hog lucky, wheeling around in the sky, lucky, buck, lucky, got very lucky. Oh, I'm so lucky when I found you.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, oh my God, no kidding. Those are some of the hardest songs to write, I think. Love songs that aren't, haven't. I mean, that was just beautiful line to me. Wow, so gorgeous. You're getting all kinds of hearts on on Facebook here. Yeah, that was gorgeous. And Paul Sachs, beautiful Lina. Yeah, so gorgeous. Oh my God.
Paul always tells me that's his favorite song.
Oh yeah, boy, it's gorgeous. I've been trying to write a song for my husband for years, and it's just so hard,
I haven't written very many.
No, yeah. Well, congratulations. That's a friggin' killer song. So, Steph,
Yeah.
you're up next.
Okay.
Great. I love your bow tie, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, usually y'all do not see me dressed up, but I'm in teacher mode right now, so gotta look all professional. But yeah, so I'm gonna play a song that I just formed a new band, and we've been playing for like a month or two so far, but it's been so fun. And this is one of the songs that I brought it to the Songwriter Exchange, and now it's a song that we play in the band. So that's really fun. I was throwing caution to the wind, and then it crashed, exploded in a blast. I was rushing round trying to put out the flames. Eventually, they caught up to me. I was just exhausted by collecting all the pieces, sewing a quilt of my tragic flaws. Well, I stitched them together okay, but I was rolling around in my grave, disproving Gresham's law. Just throw my whole body down a wishing well, just throw my whole body away. You were noticing all my mistakes. You heard them rumble first, then felt some little shakes. You didn't know how to ignore them, so you put on your best decorum. But the pressure built and built and built until you spilled all over. Just throw my whole body down a wishing well. Just throw my whole body away. Just throw my whole body down a wishing well. Just throw my whole body away. And I will wish you well. And I will wish you well. Just throw my whole body down a wishing well. Just throw my whole body away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of you may be wondering why it is that we snap our fingers. This is what we do at the Songwriters Exchange because Jack had neighbors who got easily annoyed. So he would always say, "No, we are not cool beatniks. We are just being kind to our neighbors. We have to keep it down." But now I do this all the time, everywhere.
You're cool.
What's the name of the band? I want to join the mosh pit during that song.
We're called Morning People.
Morning.
Yeah, with a U. Morning with a U. And we all are actually morning people, like actual morning people. Like good morning.
Oh, that's right. You're a teacher. Oh.
I know. And it was just like we discovered it one day because we were in a group text and we texted each other at like 7 a.m. and everyone responded and we were like, "Oh, we're morning people." And then we're like, "Oh, that's a great band name. Let's go with that."
That's great. I remember when
The
you
only
brought
problem
that
is
song.
the gigs are going to have to be late.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Morning after 12.
Yeah, I remember when you brought that song into the group, and I just loved it. It's so great. It's so catchy, you know. Really catchy. For
Yeah,
sure.
y'all really helped with like the transition into the bridge because that was like one part that I had not figured out when I brought it in, and yeah, so,
Right.
like, all the comments really helped me get from like point A to point B.
Oh, that's awesome. Great. Well, next we have Derek O'Connor.
All right. All right. So this one is dedicated to my son, Jared. He's probably up. Maybe he's watching. I named him after my dad, and this is a song about my dad who emigrated from Limerick in the 1940s to live in war-torn London. And the stories he told afterwards always kind of stayed with me. So it's called Of Endermeon Road, where they used to live. He walked in the fine Limerick air, his mother's last farewell. A lonely willow weeps as he walked down Wolf-torn Street. Every step with a toll ringing out, St. John's Cathedral bells ring for time and tide across the Shannon Wide. And he sailed the wild Irish Sea to the lights of Camden Town, and his brothers waiting arms and comfort fold around. No more than a lad of 14, how a war-torn London sounds shook fear in his heart with the bombs still raining down. And though their times come and gone, their lives and their loves carry on. Through all the stories they told of Endermeon Road, the majestic on a rainy Friday night, Brill cream and cigarettes through those smoky dance hall lights, the future love regrets. Though their times come and gone, their lives and their loves carry on. Through all the stories they told of Endermeon Road. Someday before the sun. His was a quiet kind of love, how he made the roses sing, and he kept a roof above. Now he walks some imaginary lane, the weeping willows slowly sigh, dancing in the dust, caught in the rays as they fly.
Gorgeous.
So good.
Thank you.
How are you guys doing?
Really,
Another beauty.
really. My goodness.
And a mention of getting up early in the morning too. So right on top.
Well, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he kind of kept it all together for us, really, my dad. So it was dedicated to him.
Oh, shoot, ran over my cord. Hang on a sec. Ah, crap.
News
Okay,
report:
well,
the cord
let's
was
see.
brutally injured today by.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I need to do just a little bit of tuning here. So I think I'm gonna do a song. This is a title track of a record of mine. It's called Rough Edges and Ragged Hearts, and I wrote this song quite some time ago and kind of put it on the shelf. I wrote it with a friend of mine by the name of Al Mater, he's a really interesting performance artist, poet in Vancouver, and he calls himself the Minimalist Jug Band. Anyway, we ended up getting together. It was one of the first co-writes I'd ever done, and I just couldn't find the right glue to put the song together, so it just sat on the shelf for quite a long time, and then I pulled it out of the mothballs, a few years later, and I don't know what happened, but I kind of found the glue to fit it all together. So here it is, called Rough Edges and Ragged Hearts. I'm starved for affection, don't strive for perfection, just someone to catch me. Should I fall? Now the band's finished playing outside. It's still raining. I look around and there's no one at all. Rough edges and ragged come together just to fall apart. But living is a dying art. Rough edges and ragged hearts. My ears are ringing when I wake next morning. The phone in its cradle is silent as hell. But maybe this evening I'll find redemption dancing with the demons that I know so well. Rough edges and ragged hearts come together just to fall apart. We're living as a dying art. Rough edges and ragged hearts. Ragged hearts. I wear my scars like a well-worn dance floor. I'll wear my hair up so so I can stand tall. The music surrounds me like the arms of a lover. Just because my world spins, does it mean I must fall? Single file, ladies chain, bend the line, promenade, roll away, half sachet, you turn back, separate, rough edges and ragged hearts come together just to fall apart. We're living as a dying art, rough edges and ragged hearts, ragged hearts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
Deep right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll
Oh,
second
my
Paul
goodness.
Sachs's compliment. Living is a dying art. What a great line.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
That's a great
Oh,
song.
thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's weird, how that can happen. Like I think we started writing that in 2009 or something. I don't know, or 2004 it might have even have been. It's just so weird how that can happen.
Usually when a song gets left behind, it's supposed to be left behind. But then every once in a while, there you find that thing. You find that key for that ancient lock.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I'd be embarrassed to play for anybody. Does anybody remember what the very first song you ever wrote was?
I do.
Do you? What was it called?
I was 8, and it was a bunch of boat metaphors. You are the motor, the rudder, the steerer, the problems. It was like about my best friend, but it was all boats.
I was also about 8, but it wasn't that erudite. I wrote a song about a little girl who gets a camera for Hanukkah, because that's what happened to me. I got a camera for Hanukkah from my grandparents.
Oh, wow. What about you, Anna Mae? Do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
That would be hard because I made up songs like when I was 3 and 4. And
okay.
I used to make up oratorios in the backseat of the car when we were on a car trip, and I would like sing the signs on the highway. West Dennis, like that. So my sisters got crazy on me at the stuff. I wrote a song when I was
That's so cool. That's
I wrote a
really
song
great.
called "If You Got Your Bags All Packed, Then Baby, Why Don't You Go?"
Okay, that sounds like a good one.
Really good.
Yeah, really.
And Anna Mae, actually, just chanting street signs right now, that'd be a hit on the pop charts.
Yeah, probably. What about you?
49th Street.
What about you, Steph? Do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
Yeah, I don't know if it was the first one, but it was like one of the first ones that I wrote with the guitar. When I was like probably around the same age, like 8, I don't know.
Right.
But it was I miss you because but I know we're looking at the same moon.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Wow.
I must have heard that somewhere and was like,
Wow.
yeah, that's my song now.
That's great. That's great. What about you, Derek?
I think I had that part of my brain removed a while ago.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it was funny when I first started writing. Like I'm a bass player. That was kind of what I did in the bands that I was in. And when the lead songwriter actually quit the band, a couple of us started writing, and I think it was sort of a punk band in the beginning, but my first song was called "I Want to Be a Secretary."
That worked out well for you then.
I was a secretary, actually. I was a secretary in the physics and astronomy department at UVic in Victoria for a long time while I was playing in bands. But anyways, I digress. So yeah, I always find that kind of interesting. I always like to ask people like what the very first concert was they ever saw and what the first record was they ever bought too. Or maybe we'll get around to that in the
And your
next
very first
round.
concert
But
dates terribly.
say dates, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. What was it?
With my parents when I was very young, I saw Sha Na Na. Now, that
Oh
really,
wow, yeah,
but that wasn't
I
really
saw them too.
my first actual concert that I chose to go to was Cheap Trick.
Ooh.
Oh, cool, cool. I saw Cheap Trick too. Yeah. What
And they're
about you,
swinging
Mia?
concerts, so that can still make me as young as I need to be.
I
Right.
think, I'd seen quite a few people play music like off and on, but I would say the first real concert I went to, like in a venue, was 1989, so it was the 20th anniversary of Woodstock, and there was it was like
Wow.
there was this thing at Waterloo Village in New Jersey, where I'm from New Jersey originally, and my mother took me.
Okay.
It was the first time I ever saw Richie Havens, and it was so freaking unbelievable.
Oh,
He's
gee,
the first
really?
famous person I ever
Wow,
opened for.
Really?
Drop a name.
really? Wow,
In
that's
Portland,
cool.
Maine, I opened for
Holy.
Richie Havens. He's the
What an
nicest.
incredible
He was the
show.
nicest man, like crazy
Wow,
nice.
that's awesome. And how about you, Derek? What do you remember what the first concert was you ever saw?
I do. It was Thin Lizzy, who.
Oh, wow,
who-
really?
Yeah, I love that band. They were one of the best.
The boys
bands.
are back in town?
Oh yeah, I love that stuff. Yeah, I was
Right,
about
right. Wow.
13, I think. Yeah, amazing band.
Oh my God, wow. And how about you, Steph?
Yeah, my first concert was Bright Eyes. And I'm a huge Conor Oberst fan.
Wow,
Yep. So
cool.
that was that. Yeah, my brother got us tickets and we went together. And yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
still will
great.
see like Conor Oberst shows together, and it's a really like beautiful
That's
thing that we
awesome.
have. Yeah.
That's awesome. And what about you, Ina May?
Well, a friend of the family took me and my sisters to a Boston Symphony concert.
Oh.
And I heard Tchaikovsky, and I decided then and there I wanted to be a composer.
Oh my gosh,
So
that,
pointed in
wow.
that direction. But then my parents took us to hear Keith Seeger and Joan Baez.
Oh, good grief.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing. Holy.
This
Yeah,
Tchaikovsky, he's done something with Beyonce, right?
Yeah, for sure. Mine was Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
dating myself for sure. But anyway, great.
That's
Well,
my-
Mark, why don't you grace us with another song?
I'll try and stay on theme with everybody, and in that I'll do a Little Feat Like Blues that Ina May did, and a song instead of for my father. Derek did one for his father. I always wanted to write a song for my stepmother, because stepmothers, don't get a lot of credit. So I'd always wanted to write a stepmother song, and I'd always wanted to write a blues song. I'd never done either, so I put these two together. The only problem was when you write a blues about your mother, whenever there's a girl in a blues song, the guy has to be an evil bastard. And if you're writing about your stepmother, that's your dad. So I just want to point out that my dad is a lovely man, but for the sake of this song being an authentic blues song, I had to kind of make him ugly and mean. So this is an old one, but I did bring it to the. I brought it to the. This is early when I was going to the exchange. I did bring this. It goes like this. Well, I love my mama, I do, but now that she done gone, I leave it up to you. Get it on, stepmama. Get it on, stepmama. Get it on, stepmama. Keep your daddy in line. Well, he's no good lonely. He's still half bad, but you're the best stepmama he's ever had. Get it on, stepmama. Get it on, stepmama. Get it on, stepmama. Keep your daddy in line. Well, if you don't take him, then no one will. You gotta save that daddy, 'cause he loves you still. Get it on, stepmama. Get it on, stepmama. Get it on, stepmama. Keep your daddy in line. Well, I know the road ahead is a hard one to travel, fight an uphill battle, yeah, but I think you have won. If you leave that man, I know he's gonna unravel. Well, I know that my dad'll, not to mention his son. You know his face looks funny, he's crossing loud, but with you on his arm, he's looking class and proud. Get it on, stepmama, get it on, stepmama, get it on, stepmama, keep your daddy in line. He gonna buy you diamonds, buy you gold, well he's a rough nut daddy, your dad to hold. Get it on, stepmama, get it on, stepmama, get it on, stepmama, keep your daddy in line. Get it on, stepmama, keep your daddy in line. Get it on, stepmama, keep your daddy in line.
Yeah.
Love that. That's so great. And there's markaaronjames.com, his website there. You can find Mark's music there. And I'm sure you're also probably on Spotify and all those other good places.
The only place I'm not Mark Aaron James is Instagram, where I'm James Aaron Mark. But everywhere else,
okay. Okay. And I forgot to mention, this is probably going to be our last go round here. It's already 8:35 at my time, so it's 9:35 most of your time. So yeah, I just really appreciate y'all being here tonight. Thank you so much. That was a really fun song, Daddo. I love that.
I have a lot of stepmothers coming up to me after shows going, "Thank you."
Yeah, I bet. You know, that's so true. I'm sure. That's really fun. What a fun song. Great. So next we have Mya Byrne.
Hello.
I'm just gonna get you up here.
All right.
There we go.
Sounding okay? I keep switching out my mic because my computer microphone is pretty terrible. So sounding all right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to adjust the volume as we're going, but that's fine.
So, all right. So I'm gonna take my earphone and just start talking. Is that okay? All right. Here we go. So one of the things about the Jack Hardy Songwriters Exchange is that it gives me an opportunity to just really work on new stuff, but it also gives me the impetus to write every week. And what's really great is that I actually do on my Patreon, I do a weekly series, which I put up the new songs that I've written, and right now we're at 107. I've only just started doing it about a year and a half, 2 years ago. But I'm really glad that when I make a post later today, the post will say, written by Mya Byrne and Linda McRae, and I realized that rhymes. This is a song Linda and I wrote on her front porch exactly a week ago, and yeah. All I had to do was be on the right side of the ladle while Ma was dishing out the pork and beans. She always said, keep your elbows off the table and eat up all your turnip greens. That's what lucky means. I recall the day I first heard honky tonk playing, spinning on an RCA machine. I get so excited for each brand new 45. I've grown old with all those melodies. That's what lucky means. Lucky, 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 lucky me. Some think it's fancy living, getting more than you are given. Tailored clothes and long black limousines. But I'd like to think it's simple. I've lived well with just a little. And it started with a belly full of beans. That's what lucky means. Hot coffee and fresh cream. That's what lucky means. A full tank of gasoline. That's what lucky means. Sweet dreams. That's what lucky means.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's so great. Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, that song was. Thanks everybody who, for helping us form that song at the Exchange this past Monday.
Yeah, it's so fun. I've been learning it myself and playing it too. It's just really
Good.
it's a fun one to play for sure.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah. Thanks for doing that. That's so great. Okay, and we have Ina May up next here. I'm gonna mute.
Wow, this has been so much fun. I can't believe it. Well, I'm gonna. I don't have a song that I've co-written with Linda yet, but we will. We'll go back to the mom theme, and this is a song about my mother, who was an artist. It's on the CD that's coming out, which will be out the end of the end of August probably. And meanwhile, you can see some of my mother's artwork. I made a video with the very same Mark Aaron James, and yay! of this song, and we put a lot of my mother's art in there. So anyway, it's called Cigarettes and Chocolate Candy. Cigarettes and chocolate candy, that means mom to me. She kept watching Frank Sinatra and Sid Caesar on TV. She was a rebel, never quite got free. Went to art school on the streetcar. Still she lived at home. Never moved out till she married. Never lived alone. She loved Rembrandt and Picasso and Andy Warhol too. She loved drawing. She loved painting till age 92. Cigarettes and chocolate candy, that means mom to me. She kept watching Frank Sinatra and Sid Caesar on TV. She was a rebel, never quite got free. Get so angry, started yelling, drove the car away real fast. Where's mommy going? I don't know, but she always comes back. Cigarettes and chocolate candy, that means mom to me. She kept watching Judy Garland and Sid Caesar on TV. She was a rebel, never quite got free. $50 at the grocery kept her soul alive. She got dinner on the table every night at 5. sewed curtains, she sewed dresses, painted pictures too. And she lay down with a headache every afternoon. Cigarettes and chocolate candy, that means mom to me. She kept watching that TV. Oh, she was a rebel, and she never quite got free. Cigarettes and chocolate candy.
Wow.
Well,
Love
yeah,
that
no
song.
kidding. What a beautiful song. Oh my goodness.
Why are you so
That
good?
was
Stop it.
gorgeous. Does somebody have their notifications on their computer? Something just came through that sounded kind of bizarre. Anyway, if you do, maybe shut them off. That would be great. But yeah, what a beautiful song, Anna Mae.
Thank you so
Wow,
much.
so gorgeous. I can relate to a lot of that stuff. My mom's, I think, probably contemporary. So, yeah, beautiful. Okay, and Steph, you want to do one for us there?
Yes, I do.
I want to hear the dog in harmony.
You want to hear what?
The dog in harmony.
Dog harmony. Okay, crew. You ready to sing along? Howl with me. Let's see. Okay. Yes, so this song, I'm very, very slowly working on an EP, and this is one of the songs that's going to be on it. Baby me went to walking down the street, vibrant energy in my little feet. I didn't know where I stood, but everyone said that I should figure it out. I should become someone. Years and years I tried to figure out who I am and what I'm all about. I am that, no, I'm this, but wait, who's that who is talking, saying figure it out? I must become someone. First I was a soccer player, then I was a gay, then I was a tranny, then I was a stray. Yeah. Adult me went to walking down the street, heavy energy in my big old feet. I had some place to go, but why they're not elsewhere, I didn't know. Did I figure it out? Did I become someone? First I was a soccer player, then I was a gay, then I was a tranny, then I was a stray. At deathbed me was laying in bed. I couldn't move my feet, so I moved my lips instead. It doesn't matter who you are or where you've been, or relax, my child. Just embrace the growing. First I was laying in a hospital, then sleeping in a hearse, then resting in the dirt, then one with the universe. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, that's such a great song.
Yeah,
I love that song so much. I think you brought that into the group. I remember I've heard it a bunch of times because you've made got a couple of videos on YouTube and stuff as well. And I've forgotten to actually post people's websites and things. Mya's is right there, MyaByrne.com. Yeah. And then Anime is right here. Anime Wool. And then Steph, you have an Instagram one. Did I? Oh, yeah, here it is. Right here. Instagram.com. I am Evolution.
Yes, that's my trap project.
Right, right. It's really great. I love what you're doing there, too. So we have one more guest, and I'm going to finish off with a song at the end as well. And Derek, you're on Facebook.
Yeah.
Right there, Derek O'Connor. And it doesn't have the little height or the ass. What the hell do you call that?
Yes.
In it.
As the ass.
Apostrophe. Or whatever, yeah. But sometimes I just forget my words. Anyway, so yeah, please welcome, Derek O'Connor.
All right, thanks. So this is a song I haven't brought to the group. It's one I wrote, and I don't really do it very often. But I was gonna play Stray Dogs, but I play that quite often, so I'm gonna do this one. It's called "Can't Leave Your Love Behind." Road is long, gets so lonesome at times. And I've been through all these places, every one of these towns. And the highway don't take me away. Wanna be, it's just a heartache waiting there. By the time I get to LA, she is on my mind. I'm leaving here, but I can't leave your love behind. The night is dark, and all the stars are gone. They don't light my way, the road that I'm on. And every step I take don't take me away. A heartache waiting there. By the time I get to New York, she is on my mind. I'm leaving here and I can't leave your love behind. From New York to LA, there's no love to find. And every time that I'm leaving your love behind. that old house with its roses in bloom, and the geraniums on a stormy afternoon, and still your winter coat is on the kitchen chair. I know I can't go back, it's just a heartache with me. And by the time I get to Nashville, she is on my mind. I'm leaving here, but I can't leave your love. Leaving I can't leave your love. I'm leaving here, can't leave your love
Mm, so beautiful.
Yeah, no kidding. Dang,
Awesome.
another beautiful love song.
Wow.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me, Linda.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, well, thank you so much to everyone for being here tonight. It's just a real pleasure, and I'm so glad we had a chance to, feature you all. I'm going to finish with one song, and I was actually thinking of seeing if, I don't know how this is going to work, but I think I'll just leave everybody up here, and it's got some background parts in it, and it might actually just work out. You never know.
The lag will make us all sound like we're drunken folk.
Well, yeah, it could, but it might actually work out because it's got like an answer part in the chorus, and I've done this once before, and it actually kind of worked, surprisingly enough. But I just kind of wanted to end off with this one. I recorded this in Vancouver with a friend of mine by the name of Mark L'Esperance, and we had a 50-piece gospel choir that came and sang on it, and also these guys that live in Vancouver called the Sojourners. They're an incredible gospel trio, and they came and did some stuff on it too, and so we'll see what happens. But anyway, and then I'll just, say some goodbyes and stuff after that. But thank you so much. This is called Be Your Own Light. This world is dark, yeah, no walk in the park, yeah, just like Noah and his ark, you gotta be your own light. Well, you gotta have faith, yeah, when you can't tell night from day, no, when you can't find a way to keep the thieves at bay, you gotta be your own light. Well, there's no doubt about it. Well, there's no doubt about it. Well, there's no doubt about it. You gotta be your own light. Yeah. Cool. Well, if your vote's not counted, yeah, you can't drink from that fountain. No, you gotta climb that mountain so you can see your light. Go out and make some noise, yeah, when you find you've got no choice. Put down your toys, the world needs your voice, and it sure could use your light. Well, there's no doubt about it. Well, there's no doubt about it. Well, there's no doubt about it. You gotta be your own light. You gotta be your own light. So live your life the way you wanna, yeah, yeah, among the flora and the tell lies if you're gonna, and watch what happens to your light. Then when you meet your maker, yeah, yeah, is a giver or a taker, yeah, yeah, you won't be thrown in the baker when you meet your maker if you be your own light. Well, there's no doubt about it. Well, there's no doubt about it. Well, there's no doubt about it. You gotta be your own light. You won't be thrown in the baker when you meet your maker if you be your own.
Be your own.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. I want to take a second to just thank all the folks who've participated in this series. Now that, things are starting to open up and everything, I thought I got a bunch of live shows coming up now, and starting in August and some stuff in October. And yeah, so I just kind of thought I'd put this to bed for a little while, and we'll see what happens. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, Mia. That's so sweet. I just love you guys, and I can't wait until we can all get together in person. And oh, that's so cute. Thank you so much. So
I didn't have a heart around.
Oh, that's really sweet. So thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting the show. We started back in last May, a year ago, this past May, and yeah, so it's been a lot of fun, and I've learned a lot, and thank you so much to everyone who's been watching. Again, all these people have pretty much all these people have CDs and things available. I know Derek is actually going to be working on a new CD pretty soon, and Steph, you have an EP you're going to be doing, and Mia's record will be out sometime, hopefully soon, and Mark has a bunch of stuff as well. I'm currently working on a CD with my friend here in town, Fats Kaplan, who's an amazing artist in his own right. Played with John Prine and Jack White and lots of different people. He's an amazing person. Great musician and producer and all that stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So why don't you all stick around? I'm going to just do a little goodbye thing here, and I'll talk to you all after this is over. And thanks again. This has just been such a treat.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Okay, take care, everybody. Stay healthy. Have a great summer. And we'll see you all soon. Thank you. Come on up to the house. Well, you should surrender, but you can't let go. You gotta come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. You gotta come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. You gotta come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. So why don't you come on